Yo, what's up, man?
Hey, man. Alright, DJ, let's get everyone over here and get started.
Turn it up! Turn it up! Oh, right here!
That was actually a good open shot. If he could shoot, he'd have made that. Fly ball. Incredible timing. Oh, man. Yeah. Incredible timing, boy. Tough bucket. Next time I'm going to eat that, though. Oh, yeah. Come on. Oh, he took it up all
C or C minus today, DJ.
I ain't even mad.
Better be putting in some extra credit.
Next time.
Alright, DJ, let's get to work. And here's what we're going to do.
Turn it up! Turn it up! Man, we can't leave them open! Oh, right here! Do it! Come on, man! Oh, hit that! Woo! That's all that is. Shoot that, man. Hey, who got ball? Who got ball? Hey, don't let him shoot that!
Come on off the backboard. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, come on off the backboard, baby. Green light.
And we are done.
Hey, hit me up.
Alright, DJ, let's get everyone over here and get started.
He beat me. It's the dribble. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Good shot, bro. Yeah, right. Kid Gilchrist. He ain't hitting no jump shots, boy. Get that shit out of here, boy.
Last night or something? Come on, DJ.
See you later.
That dumb shit, come on, you ain't hitting jump shots, boy. You ain't hitting no jump shots, boy. Can't wait to see you motherfuckers again, boy. Where you at? Right here. We're gonna mark the calendar, baby. We're gonna mark the calendar. Can't wait to see them. Yeah, buddy. As usual. No threes. Straight to the free throw line. All day. What you talking about? 19th in the league in minutes per game because you thought I'm doing in less than 35 minutes out here. Eight for 20 they shoot on me, baby. Defense is superb. You dig it? Superb. Then my whole squad up there. Yeah, we out here. We out here. Yeah, we out here. We definitely out here. 3-pointers out of 42 attempted. I don't shoot these, baby. Blowing dudes away. Me and my mans. Me and my mans and them. Tenth in pure point rating. It's ridiculous. My usage rate obviously is high. So are my estimated wins at. So we're the 9th best defensive team and first in differential. Must be ESPN calling me, telling me they're about to do a feature on the kid. When I get a triple-double, we win. That's what I gotta do. Get to it. That in the end. Let's see what we got today. Purple. Purple.
Hey guys, I'm Rachel.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, happy to be here with my partners, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Moments away at Bankers Life Fieldhouse, it'll be the Indiana Pacers going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. Looking at the Lakers, they've gotten the job done in every way possible this season. They're sitting pretty with the best record in the league, East or West. Miles Turner in action tonight. 11th pick in the 2015 draft. Hard to believe he fell out of the top 10, given how well he's played in his young career. Just what makes him one of the top young big men in the league, Jet?
Well, he's very mobile for a player of his height. I mean, this guy's mobile, agile, and versatile. He's got all the tiles.
You know, he has a natural sizz-off tiz-utch on the shiz-out, and that's rare for a big mizan.
No diz out.
Kevin Hizarlin.
Standing by. Ernest.
With the call.
You speak the language. I like it.
You call him Ernest,
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast of the Pacers live from Indianapolis, Indiana. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will join us from the sidelines. Look at the Lakers. Well, they're certainly excited about this one. It'll be laying it all on the line as the intensity is palpable. Two top caliber teams facing off on the hardwood to do battle.
And you'd expect nothing less from the defending champs. They've taken every team's best shot, withstood the scrutiny, and approached the playoffs here with the utmost confidence.
You know, obviously, they've been in this situation before, heading toward the postseason, really trying to peak at just the right time.
And we've got time for...
Well, guys, Luke Walton played 10 seasons in the NBA, but it wasn't until near the end in 2011 that he started to consider coaching. Walton says, I never thought about it until I hurt my back. Now, while he was out of action, Phil Jackson invited him to sit in on the coaches' meetings. Walton said, I realized that I liked that side of the game. Kevin, he succeeded Phil Jackson as head coach of the Lakers. Back to you.
It definitely did, David. He won titles when he played for the Lakers. Now he'll try to bring that winning mindset back to L.A. Doris, this is about the time the trades start to happen. But let me ask you, if you acquire someone mid-season, this is always tricky. Can you reasonably expect that person then to continue and help you in the playoffs?
You know, I think you can, Kevin. I think some of it is how well does that person fit, both in terms of the skill set they bring to the table. Do they complement the pieces already in existence? And the other part is, and maybe the untold part, is the personality aspect of this. Think back to Cleveland's championship, LeBron's first in Cleveland and the first in countless years in the city of Cleveland, Channing Frye. People will not necessarily associate him with that championship, but if you ask the Cleveland Cavaliers, that guy's ability to mesh on the basketball floor and bring the respective pieces of the puzzle together were crucial in that championship. The answer is a definitive yes, you can.
So what I'm hearing in your answer is that it's a lot on the floor, but there's a lot to consider what they do off the floor, in your locker room.
Yeah, both pieces important, no doubt.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. All out there with Wells. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And there's the captain, and it's Randall in at the three. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Doris, when you watch Towns on the court, he's as large as advertised on paper, but moves and plays much more like a guard. It's something that you see more and more in today's NBA, and it seems like he's leading the charge.
No, agreed, Kev. This guy has the ability to handle the basketball like a guard, and that allows him to create separation with the bounce. He can hit step-back jump shots, can spread the floor. A lot to like about his offensive arsenal.
First free throw is good.
Well, you just love the way Cat carries himself. I'll say this, he knows what work is.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Ball with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. Turner passes to Bogdanovich. There's the pick. Ball for 3. No good on that one. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And with the defense, one part's pure ability, the other, though, is effort, and that one they showed neither.
No, there's no question, Greg. I thought their defensive intensity was lacking from the outset. It looked like they were just hoping the other team would miss.
Here's Chapman. Goes up off the pick, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
You know, that's why we say move without the basketball. You'll be rewarded.
And it's Paul penetrating outside Bogdanovich. Turner with the screen. On the clock. Stolen by Ball. A finish. And Paul slams it in.
And the intelligence, his basketball IQ, Ball just has a knack for being in the right spot, especially when the break is on.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randall. Here's Paul. 14 points from him the last game against Charlotte.
He was active all night on the defensive end as well. With all the steals he came away with, he had him totally rattled.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here's Ball. Hits the three-point bomb. Ball's got 5.
And no doubt the release point is a bit unorthodox in terms of Ball's shooting technique, but man, can he slingshot it home from deep.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. An 11-point game for him in the win against Charlotte. And once again, off the mark by Indiana.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You know, that's okay, I think. Even though they miss, they still have to be happy with the shot selection.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
The Lakers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Pacers trail by 9. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
They set the pick. He dishes it to Paul. Back to Bogdanovich. To stop the run, and he connects with the jumper. Bogdanovich has got his first 2 points of the night.
Wow, how about that feathery touch from Bogdanovich? You just can't let this guy get loose from the mid-range.
Down low, knocked away. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And the Pacers still looking for their first NBA title, but 3 titles, as we know, for the franchise in their ABA days.
How about in 9 seasons with the ABA, they made the finals 5 times. Now, granted, there were only about 10 teams in the league, but that's still pretty impressive.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, just 5 on the clock. And a shot by Wells, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for the Pacers.
And they had a good split between their work in the paint and their 3-point shooting. If the triple wasn't there for them on any given night, they were able to come inside and do some damage down low.
Now Ball, after the missed 3 from Shammy Wells. Passes the ball. Here's Chapman over Bogdanovich. Los Angeles with another miss.
The D slow to rotate, and he misses out on an easy chance from mid-range.
Turner takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Yeah, Miles Turner can carve space. Don't let that lean frame fool you. He can get inside and score deep.
Angle with the ball. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Ball kicks to Towns. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Towns, the screen. Here's Chapman. A stupendous finish in traffic.
Shots are just flowing him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Ball kicks to Turner. The pass to Bowden. Turner with the screen. Buries the long-range jumper. Bowden's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now, here's Ball, defended by Paul, and the dunk by Towns.
How about the vision there by Ball, showing the unselfishness, just being a willing passer.
Ball outside. Outside, Bogdanovich. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Bogdanovich has got his second basket of the night. Dishes to Towns. Towns, the screen. Right at the free throw line. And again it will fall. That's good there from Chapman. Chapman's got 9 points.
Well, I'll tell you, he's been a go-to guy for them as they've taken this lead, and he keeps coming.
Here's Paul. A rebound by the Lakers. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game. Chapman the pass to ball. Kicks it to Wells. Over to the left wing. There's the dish to ball. To the wing on the left. Beyond the arc. No good on the shot.
Well, that's the shot they want. He always has the green light when he's that open. Boy, one miss isn't going to change that.
Picked by Randall. Here's Chapman. Turner covering. Chapman the pass to Randall. Here's Chapman. Here's Wells. Buries it from 3-point range. And it's an 8-point Laker lead.
And incredible shooting there from Wells. Definitely a threat to sink those perimeter shots.
Paul kicks to Bogdanovich. He feeds it to Turner. And Turner throws it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Now, here's Ball. He's covered closely. Pass to Towns. Towns, the screen. Here's Ball. Offline with his three. Pacers trail by 6. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. And Indiana, another three.
Just because I ran in the board, man.
From Bogdanovich in the catch and shoot situation.
Here's Chapman. Last time out he had 44 points. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Ooh, with a player this hot, I don't see their lead going anywhere.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And a pretty unorthodox slingshot shooting form for Lonzo Ball. Greg brings it up on the left side of his face.
Yeah, but he's still got great balance, and the lower body mechanics are perfect. Good wrist action on the follow-through. Sometimes we get caught up so much in the motion to get to the shot. It's about the release point. And when you get there with this guy and the confidence with which he plays, I think it's a non-issue.
Doris, back in college, you earned a master's in education. How close were you to pursuing that path versus veering into becoming an analyst for basketball?
Yeah, you know, to be honest with you, I always felt like I would be a high school teacher and a basketball coach. And someday maybe I'll coach a boys' high school basketball team. Very close, Kevin. I happened into broadcasting. I left coaching at Providence College. They put their women's basketball games on radio, and that was my entree into the business. And slowly but surely, it grew every year.
But still educating still, right? I mean, don't you feel there's a part of education to being an analyst?
Oh, there's no question about it. You are trying to help that viewer to be as close to the action as we are fortunate enough to be. And sure, just describing what's going on. It's a lot of fun.
You are a PhD in broadcasting. There's a bonus. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Lopez a screen. Chapman the pass to Lopez. Wells in the corner. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Wells has got a couple of threes now in the first for the Lakers. Last outing for Indiana. They won that game against the Charlotte Hornets.
And the story of that game was their terrific rhythm on the offensive end.
Right, you could tell they were in a groove all night. They looked comfortable. They didn't rush. It was gorgeous execution.
Now, here's Chris Paul. He's coming off a 13-point game against Golden State.
And it wasn't only his scoring. The intensity on defense. He nabbed 3 steals that night.
Now Lopez, after the missed 3 from Shammy Wells. Lopez with the bucket.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to summon up a little more sense of urgency.
Collison dishes to Anderson. Collison with it. Now guarded by Ball. Collison kicks to Anderson. Inside. And Young sends it home.
Boy, how about the strength by Thaddeus Young on that dunk? My goodness gracious.
Lakers leading by 10. Ball, the pass to Wells. Mans the screen. There's the screen. Right wing. Here's Chapman. He's covered by Collison. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
And it's early, but obviously you've got to like the dominance down low. They're simply bullying the other team right now.
Now, here's Oladipo. He had 19 points in the win against Charlotte.
Really, he exposed a lot of seams in the defense with his passing, too. That assist total was impressive.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game. This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Pacers trail by 14. It's tipped. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And we've got a chance now to get caught up on how the standings are looking in the West as we make the push through midseason. Take a look at the Lakers. What a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, there's the Warriors, 8.5 games behind them.
And, you know, for the Lakers, as talented a team as they are, has performed at a very high level this season. Everything's gone according to plan up to this point.
And their job now is a simple one. Keep doing exactly what they've been doing and get themselves in the best position possible for the postseason.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Lopez. Here's Chapman. Will not go. This is off the front eye. Pacers shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense. And Oladipo kicks to Collison. Back to Oladipo. Beyond the arc.
Quarter on a high note.
Boy, that was the perfect end to the period. You have no idea how much effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
And so it's Los Angeles, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We've got more in store for you right after this. And you talk to Chris Paul, and it's clear he was born to play the point guard position.
Fortunately, I've always been vertically challenged, so I've never had to play power forward or center on anybody's team. I've been passing and getting into the lane, dishing the ball off to a teammate, helping people score my entire career.
Vertically challenged, that's classic coming from Chris Paul, but you know, seriously, Greg, he's taken that challenge and made the most of what he's got. A terrific play.
It really, and you know what? He's actually turned that challenge on his head when he goes right at much bigger players and uses their size against them.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And it sends out to you from the Lakers in this one.
I mean, they're winning the turnover battle, and oftentimes that can swing things your way.
Well, you really like the activity on the defensive end. Outstanding jumping into passing lanes and coming up with steals.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court right now for the Pacers. Collison and Oladipo pair at the 1 and the 2. Anderson is out there with Young, and it's Inabogu in at the center, locking down the middle. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey guys, the captain in the last game against the Warriors was superb. He ended up with 44 points. He made them pay for the fouls, getting a lot of free throw attempts. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. Yeah, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Well, that was an elite performance, and it didn't seem to matter what approach they used to try to slow this guy down. He had an answer for everything.
Now, here's Lopez after the miss from Chapman. They set the pick. Here's Jackson. And a misplay.
Boy, a little too casual on the layup. Temporary loss of focus. Not good.
A nice shot by Anderson.
Right,
Setting up a lot of these.
Come on.
That's been the key.
Here's Chapman. Good defensive work there by Young.
Now, that's where they want to go with the ball. They can tolerate a few misses as long as he gets his touches inside.
Outside. Screen by Young. Here's Anderson. Here's Anabogu. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Miles Turner comes in for Young, and Paul subbed in for Darren Collison. The Lakers also changing it up. Kane comes in for Nance, and it's Brandon Ingram in for David Nwaba. Here's Chapman. He's got 15. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And Brook Lopez, Doris, with some notable injuries off the court.
Well, my understanding is he pitched a TV pilot in the past. He's also said he'd like to write a novel someday. He's got an incredible love of books, which according to he and his brother, was instilled in them by their mother.
Lopez hits them both. Of course, you talked a bit about leadership, both on and off the floor. What are some of the traits, in your opinion, that make someone a person who'd want to follow and the characteristics of a leader?
You know, I'd say someone who prioritizes winning, even at the expense of their own success. That would be the first thing. And then someone who's ultra competitive. Somebody who's available on a night-by-night basis. Somebody who doesn't let a little nick or a bruise impact their availability on a particular night. So unselfishness, competitiveness, and availability are 3 attributes that I love.
And leaders can be followers from time to time, too, don't you think?
Oh, there's no question about it. You have to be willing to be a part of a group, and sometimes that means ceding your leadership position.
That's good from Kane.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business.
Pacers trail by 4. Outside Collison. Screen by Young. That one's not going to go. Nance with some nice D. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter.
As long as they can hang on to this lead, he won't have to answer for what's been an off night for him.
Screen by Young. Here's Anderson. It's not going to go for him. Some solid defense from Chapman. To the inside. Nance. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And they repeatedly broke inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Oladipo, good.
Well, how efficient is Victor Oladipo operating off the screen? Just understands how to rub that defender off.
109 left in the first half. Now, here's Ball. 10 points for him. Down low. swipe it. And that basket's going to count, folks. That's the goaltending call right there.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
52 seconds left in the first half. Collison kicks to Anderson. Oladipo outside. The feed to Anderson. Passes it to Sabonis. Just 5 on the clock. Rejected by Chapman. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Lakers leading by 5. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Lopez a screen. Sabonis grabs the ball. Sabonis has got his 3rd rebound tonight. And Oladipo has it in the corner. Off target with his 3. Now Wells. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Lakers lead by 5. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now your scoring has been big in the first half, but also rebounding has been huge. What's allowed you to have such an impact?
Yeah, I think everyone on the floor has been doing a great job of boxing out and finishing defensive stops. The ball just happens to be bouncing my way, so, I get credit for the rebound, but as a team, I'm really happy with the way we're bodying up.
Well, you guys are all doing it together. Thank you. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks for the great interview, David, and we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of basketball following halftime. The start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. The captain has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, the kind of leadership he provides, the pinpoint passing, we saw it all there on display in that first half.
And Greg, you know this, having played the point guard position. He's been excellent at cutting apart the defense with both his passing and his playmaking thus far.
Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. They've got Julius Randle. Towns is out there with the captain. And there's Wells. And it's Bump in at the 1. There's the pass to Bowden. No good on the triple. Lakers leading by 5. Pass to Chapman. Here's Wells. Off target from outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Bowden, the pass to Turner. Ball outside. 6 on the shot clock. It's tipped.
And Ball using those long arms to just swat away that shot. I love the hustle. Always nice to have a point guard who can block shots. And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Well, there's no doubt this guy's on a hot streak right now. That's why he keeps getting the ball in this one. They're like, hey, we're going to feed the hot hand.
And the Laker lead has been cut back down to 5 points in the make from Turner.
Well, that's not exactly the most solid screen you'll see, but it still works.
And the rejection by Towns.
A terrific effort by Towns. Sticks with the play and sends it back.
Good work there as it goes.
I tell you, he's making everything he looks at tonight. He should be their number 1 option on every possession.
And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
I was trying to bump him.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Chapman the pass to Towns. Turner with the steal. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. And it's never too early to start looking at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. There's no doubt it'll be a terrific showdown of some of the game's best athletes.
And it seems like each year the bar keeps getting set higher. I mean, more props, crazier concepts to the competition, the level of dunks. I think this is going to be a good one.
Well, you look at the captain. Some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
And so that's the breakdown as it currently stands. We'll be keeping you all updated with the latest info and, of course, our final list of contestants as we get closer.
Yeah, if they don't invite me to be a judge, I'm still good. And Paul has a beautiful stroke from deep. A gifted shooter who drains perimeter shots with consistency.
Picked by Randall. Wells in the corner. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pacers trail by 4. Bogdanovich with it. Now guarded by Paul. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
I'd say that's been the story of this guy's night. He can't get anything to fall.
Chapman, that's good.
Tremendous vision for a big man. One reason teams are reluctant to run an extra guy at Cat.
Quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Turner dishes to Bogdanovich. Turner with a screen on Towns. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the ball and will shoot two. That one is on Towns. Of course, we talk about speed and quickness being a difference maker on offense, which players really use those attributes to lock down players defensively.
I think it's hard not to look at Marcus Smart and Jay Crowder. The kind of physical attributes, meaning speed, toughness, length, but they also have the mindset necessary to look opposite some of the best players in the league and say, not on my watch. I'm going to get down in my stance and I'm going to prohibit you from getting to your strengths. It's really maybe underappreciated by everyone except coaches and fans of the game.
True, and you and I were just talking about Tony Allen.
That's a great point. I mean, Tony Allen has made his career specifically on the defensive end because, as you know, he's an opportunistic cutter, and if you leave him open, he can make an uncontested mid-range. But the reality is, Tony Allen is in the NBA because he is a great defensive player.
Here's Chapman. He's got 23. It's going to be 2 free throws. True contact on the shot. And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Lakers making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Chapman. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. There's the pick. Here's Paul. Pulled the shot a little off, but the bounce goes his way. Paul's got 5 points now in the quarter. Lakers leading by 5. And here is Ball. 10 points for him. Towns kicks the ball. Feeds to Randall. 5 to shoot. And the Lakers with another miss. Pass to Bowden. That one falls. And now, 8-point Los Angeles lead.
Well, how about the court awareness from Bogdanovich showing off his ability to find the open man, Kevin?
The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Turner with a screen on Jackson. Stolen by Jackson. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. Now here's Paul. 7 points in the game. Right side turn.
You got him, Cat. You got him, Cat.
Pass to Bowden. Expanding his range. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Chapman. This ball grabs the miss. Pacers trail by 7. The pass to Bowden. On deep. The Pacers making a switch here. Anabogu's checked in. Los Angeles has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Back to Jackson. There's a screen. Towns the screen. Jackson kicks to Towns. To the wing right side. Ball traps in the tray. Ball's got 13.
And Ball has tremendous confidence in that shot. As soon as the pass hits his hands, he's ready to pull up.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Time call here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
And Julius Randle, that 7th pick back in the 14 draft out of Kentucky, was a 5-star recruit out of high school and was able to help get the Wildcats to the championship round. So this is the guy who is used to the spotlight.
The Lakers making a switch here. Ingram's checked in. Ball kicks to Oladipo. All by himself. Chapman, that's good. And now it's a 12-point Los Angeles lead.
Boy, this guy has been transcendent this quarter. Something really lit a fire underneath this guy.
And Julius Randle with an intriguing game, a great rebounder. He's a pretty good ball handler for his size, too.
Yeah, he likes to rip it and run, and very athletic when he gets ahead of steam, and boy, he can be tough to contain.
Paul. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
This is the ball. Towns wide open. And again, Los Angeles with a triple.
Well, that's what you call putting the time in the offseason to stretch that range. Towns now consistent from every spot on the floor.
Oladipo outside. Turner with the screen. They set the pick. Anderson outside. He kicks it to Turner. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
Picked by Randle. Pass to Chapman. To the left wing. Here's Towns. Goes back up. Here's Randle. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And Indiana called for the foul. For Los Angeles, they have been getting it done at the line. 10 for 12.
Step up, baby.
And the first one drops. Some changes for Indiana. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Miles Turner, and it's Collison in for Chris Paul. And the Lakers also making a switch. Lopez, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. All free throws good from Randle. And so it's Indiana with it. 15-point game. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Here's Collison. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Young with the steal. To the inside. Here's Oladipo. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And here's the Lakers. They're on an 18-7 run. Plenty of daylight on that shot. And the Lakers lead by 18.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
He dishes it to Young. In the corner, Collison with it. Some nice passing here by Indiana. 5 on the clock. Here's Young. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Well, fantastic shooting. A guy who drains these mid-range jumpers consistently. Thaddeus Young feeling good right now.
Ingram with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Kicks it the ball. Pass to Chapman. Rejected by Young.
Well, terrific reach on the block. Thaddeus Young stretches out well for a big-time rejection.
That was big time.
Back to Oladipo.
I ain't even mad at it. Good.
Outside Collison. Young sets a screen for Collison. Can't hit that one. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Here's Chapman. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. It seems like every shot these guys have been putting up has been going in. This month's top shooters. Well, you look at the captain, a great player, second in the league.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire. Shoot 2.
That free throw good from Chapman.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Indiana. The Lakers also changing it up. Nancy's checked in for Julius Randle. And Wells is subbed in for Brandon Ingram. Both free throws good from Chapman. Pacers trail by 18. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Oladipo outside. Collison up top. Sabonis, the pass to Anderson. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Another steal.
This game is going to get even more out of hand unless they start valuing the basketball. And I tell you what, it's scary when you think about how much room Ball has to grow when you factor in how efficient he is already. And, you know, so often we hear about a player coming out as an elite athlete, but Lonzo Ball is an elite basketball brain. I mean, this guy sees everything on the court, a terrific passer, but more importantly, he's a guy that players like playing with. He really the game like a 10-year vet.
That free throw missing. And with Lonzo Ball, you've heard all the comparisons to Jason Kidd as how he plays and views things as if it's a chess match. Greg, pretty good company to be in.
I tell you, that just shows the lofty expectations Ball has been saddled with, and he's the ultimate team player and plays to win. There are questions about his game, but what I always say is the fact that the players he plays with tend to play their best basketball, which I think is a reflection of his game.
And the rejection by Chapman.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
He's fighting it in this quarter. Hasn't been able to get into any sort of groove.
Collison kicks to Sabonis. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Sabonis has got his first basket.
Good job working the in-between area.
Yeah, I think if the defense is going to give that to him, he's got to take the opportunity. He uses his size and high release point on the jumper.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
That's his second personal foul.
makes the first.
Really getting after the defense since the break. He's so hard to keep off the line when he pushes the action.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. There's 48 seconds left here in the third quarter. Oladipo outside. Passes it to Bowden. He tries for three. The Lakers with the rebound. Nance has got his third rebound tonight. Here's Chapman. 33 points for him. The dish to Nance. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
And I want to see more of that from him. I mean, he's been passing up on his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting the ones that he takes.
Now, here's Collison. He has 6. And the pass to Bowden takes a 3. The shot's good. Collison making the play. Collison's got 6 assists here tonight. Ball. The shot that time, not on target. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Lakers ahead. They lead by 18. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. Getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Collison and Oladipo pair at the 1 and the 2. Young is out there with Sabonis. That's the Pacers' 5. Pass to Bowden. Here's the screen. Shot clock at 6. Shoots a 3. It's not going to go for him. Nice D from Chapman.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
The first one falls. Free throws, good from Chapman. And Doris regarding league expansion with the popularity of international basketball. You think there'll ever be a team added to the NBA that is not located in North America?
You know, this is a fascinating supposition because the game is so popular in China. The game is increasingly popular in any number of non-NBA cities in Europe, Kev. I just wonder about the logistics of it. We talk all the time about the difficulty of the travel schedule and the games in a certain number of nights. If you're incorporating overseas travel, it just seems to me that that's going to be a tough jigsaw to work out.
It could be. If you're playing on the East Coast and playing in London or a Paris, those flights probably don't measure much over 7 hours. But I get your point. And, you know, all leagues are looking at this now very closely.
This is something the league is looking hard at. It'll be curious to see what occurs from it.
And one of the things, too, is do we need to influence overseas markets now to find new revenues? I think that's something that all the leagues are looking at. Sabonis, no good. Lakers leading by 20. There's the feed the ball. And he banks in the layup.
I'm a fan of how Ball uses that size inside. Excellent at getting his shot off close to the basket.
So it's the Pacers now. Oladipo outside. Pass to Sabonis. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. He checked in for Indiana. Bogdanovich comes in for Darren Collison. Here's Bowden. Indiana again missing.
I'll tell you, he hasn't been able to find the mark all night. It's a big reason they're staring at this deficit. Chapman
the pass to Ball. And the outcome of the collective bargaining agreement and a potential 11-year stretch of labor peace, one of the longest in league history. Doris, what does that mean for this great game of ours?
Well, it means certainly that we can all take a sigh of relief. Everybody wants to play basketball and see basketball played. So great for the players, their representation, great for the league, and certainly great for the fans and the television partners.
And Doris, I sense such fairness on both ends, too. It really is a partnership.
You know, I think it would be wise for both the players and the ownership to remember they need each other to peacefully coexist and to thrive. And when you're trying to get an agreement that does the best by both parties, this is what you can have. You can have a long stretch of labor peace that makes everyone happy.
Well said. Miles Turner, he's checked in for the Pacers. Paul comes in for Victor Oladipo.
One shot.
And the Pacers call time here.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they've got to talk about.
I think they've got to ramp up the pressure. There's no excuse for letting them score at will in the paint. Make them feel you.
Big group substitution. And here are the Lakers. It's been 8 unanswered points for them. Jackson kicks to Nwaba. Back to Jackson. Passes it to Chapman. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lopez a screen. Rejected by Young. Ball outside. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Los Angeles has gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. Feeds to Jackson. Over to the wing. Nwaba passes to Chapman. From 13, and that one drops for him. Chapman's got 40 points.
Tell you what, his accuracy has been the story of this game.
No doubt. I mean, he's doing his best to guide his team to victory. Superb job shooting the ball in this final period.
And so it's the Lakers with it, following the miss by Miles Turner. Chapman, the pass to Nwaba. He feeds it to Jackson. Lakers passing it around. The pass to Chapman. No good with the layup.
Well, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And this will make it 21 victories for them on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for the captain.
Boy, I thought his best work was his pursuit of the basketball. He competed for every rebound, fought for position in the paint, and never stopped working. I love it.
And here is Los Angeles now after Victor Oladipo missed from long range. And that one, good.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
At this point, they're completely overwhelming them. The opposition looks totally defeated.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Jackson against Paul. Over Jackson. The shot's good from Paul. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Jackson against Paul. Now Jackson. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game, crowd out of it. That's how to get it done on the road.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. Another double-double for you this year, points and rebounds. Now, is that something you're looking to do when you go out there?
Well, you know, I try and come out and help the team get a win whenever I can. I know we're at our best when I'm cleaning up missed shots and, you know, finishing plays. And it's all about getting wins. And if a double-double is what it takes, then, you know, that's what I'll give to the team.
Well, it's what it took tonight. Congrats on the win, guys.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
I had 40. I should have had more than 40 though. I must have took the easy jobs. Easy.